Here, stop, play!
We know it. Pace gets the ball back. But you got to do something. Right here, you're not going to throw a Hail Mary from this far.
Got to get some kind of momentum going into halftime. Maybe second. Passing back. And the pass. That is pass. It is caught.
Now they got to get up to the line and they got to spike this. They got to go.
Once again, Carson Colmetz. As the clock continues to wind down.
Get set, spike it.
Spikes it with 2 seconds left.
Here we go.
Of course, that puts them inside the Synovus red zone.
A beautiful play here. I tell you what, watch this. I mean, over the middle, you're playing a zone coverage, okay? Obviously playing soft, keeping everything in front. And what a catch. Man, oh man, Carson Coleman. He's come up big for the Bulldogs here.
This is likely going to be the final play of the first half. Crestview inside the Synovus red zone looks to be at about the 16-yard line.
Looks like a referee dropped the flag right there at the line. Let's see what this is all about here. A lot of pointing. You got calm on one side by the referee. Very uneasy on the other side.
You wonder what's going on in these conversations, and then you're like, maybe it's best we don't.
Yeah, it's good we got the ref's mic turned off right there for all of you folks at home. This is taking as long as a booth review.
Hello, football fans. Ryan here. We've looked at a play like this before, and oddly enough, that play was also at the end of the half. It's weird how these types of plays always happen at the end of halves. Only in that play, the quarterback went down to one knee to recover the muff snap, meaning the quarterback spiked a dead ball. Nonetheless, there was a flag, the clock was stopped, it was a whole thing. There's a link to that video in the description below. In this play, the quarterback, despite being a tall glass of water, despite muffing the snap, despite the ball touching the ground, was able to recover the rock without going to a knee. After doing so, he threw the ball into the turf to stop the clock. Is this a foul in high school football? It is, and it's super clear cut that it is a foul. Let's go to the rules book and check out my 37th favorite rule. Rule 7, Section 5, Article 2D, Exception 1.
It is legal for a player positioned directly behind the snapper to conserve time by intentionally throwing the ball forward to the ground immediately after receiving the snap that has neither been muffed nor touched the ground.
Wow, I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better real-life example of this rule. It's like the football gods tailor-made this play to illustrate the foul. Hello, football gods.
New phone, who's this?
This is Ryan.
Ryan who?
Ryan, the high school football official with the YouTube channel.
I'm sorry.
I have the YouTube channel with all the jokes.
Still nothing.
The one with all the bad jokes.
Oh, that Ryan.
What can we do for you, right, guy?
Can you make a play that is a perfect example of Rule 7, Section 5, Article 2D, Exception 1?
Yeah, sure, no problem. Check out the Pace versus Crestview game from Florida near the end of the first half.
You know all these plays happen at the end of halves, don't you?
Oh, man, that's great. Thanks a lot. And while I have you, can you make the Cleveland Browns a Super Bowl team?
The Cleveland Browns, a Super Bowl team?
Not even a god can make that happen.
Now that's a funny joke.
You should use that on your channel.
Anyway, this action is a no doubt about it foul. The quarterback didn't clearly receive the snap, so this is a foul for intentional grounding, 5 yards from the spot of the foul, and a loss of down. This play won't challenge our rules book interpretation skills, but that doesn't mean we don't have a few talking points. First, and I know you're thinking it too, why didn't the white hat throw the flag immediately? To me, that's the big takeaway here. Good job on the crew for ultimately making the right call, but the white hat should have thrown a flag right away. After all, the quarterback is his key and intentional grounding is his call. So the white hat initially missed the foul. Hey, I've been there. In fact, this could be me if I lose 50 pounds. I mean, we all miss things. Perhaps the white hat forgot the rule, or perhaps he was just concentrating on something else and didn't realize exactly what happened. Whatever the case, the crew got the call right, and kudos to them. It appears the crew saver was the headlines. After the headlines conferenced with the White Hat threw his flag. Then, before even signaling the foul, the White Hat ran over to the sideline to explain the call to the head coach. During this conversation, the White Hat appears to point to himself a couple of times as if saying mea culpa. I wonder if this pointing was the White Hat basically saying, "Sorry coach, I missed the IG, but despite my miss, it's still a foul." Man alive, this head coach is really upset over an obvious foul his team definitely committed. As we previously established, this is a textbook foul. Instead of being agitated, he should be thanking his lucky stars there's still time left on the clock. To me, the biggest noodle scratcher in all this is there are 2 seconds remaining on the clock. I'll tell you, if this was a JV game or below, it would be halftime. The clock was very generous to the offense. This conversation between the crew and the coach continues for a long time, so long the production cuts away. I probably would have stayed with the conversation as it was part of the narrative of the game, but then I'm partial to cohesive storytelling. I'm just funny that way. This graphic prevents us from seeing the end of the conversation, but we know roughly when the coach stops talking because this official, who was in the conversation, is walking back to his pre-snap position. The White Hat then signals the foul and the penalty is marked off. I don't mean to pile on here or anything, but the spike occurred at the 20-yard line. The 5-yard penalty should have taken the ball back to the 25-yard line. Intentional grounding is a spot foul. Instead, the crew spotted the ball at the 20-yard line, maybe the 21-yard line, it's hard to tell. Perhaps if the White Hat had made the call immediately after the spike, accuracy of the penalty enforcement would have been higher. Before the offense can snap the ball, the defense calls a timeout. What happens after the timeout? Let's see.
Oh my
and he
goodness.
drops it.
And boy, I tell you what,
But there is a flag.
I don't think there is a flag. Maybe in the back of the end zone we've got a flag. All right,
Is
let's
McQueen
see
back
what
in at
this is.
quarterback?
If you look at the
Right into the chest of Zy Tassin, number 0. We've said his name at quarterback a few times tonight.
Yeah, this is going to go against the Patriots. And all right, so here we go. By the way, I think next to us is the defensive coordinators for the Patriots. And they got up, they walked out, and they just looked at each other when they heard the penalty was called against them. So here we go. Again, Bulldogs, I've never seen so many second chance opportunities, some bailouts, if you will say, for them, and eventually they've got to make something of it, and no better time than right now for them.
I believe the crew called number 7 in white for holding. It's this action here. Since time expired during the play and we have an accepted foul, we'll have an untimed down. This poor crew, especially the White Hat, they probably just want to get off the field, take a couple of deep breaths, have some Gatorade, a power bar, regroup, but no, they have the never-ending first half. For not only do they have the dreaded untimed down, but another timeout, once again called by the beleaguered defense. Isn't this always the case, though? Whenever a half is extended, it isn't by a little bit, but by a lot of bit. During the timeout, the same head coach as before is caught on camera speaking with an official. This conversation appears to be much more cordial. Still, I hope he wasn't asking for more time to be put back on the clock. What happened during the untimed down? I have 2 words for you, and I'm borrowing them from the announcer. Fireworks. Before we roll the play, let me just say, 74, 13, 28, 10, 5.
Thanks for those scores, and this is maybe the final play of the half.
Fingers crossed. Hey, you know what? Let's just get some more fireworks here. Why not?
All right, empty backfield. Looks like we have McQueen back in at quarterback.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
He's in.
Oh goodness.
So there you go. Again, this intentional grounding was an open and shut case. The epitome of the rule. My big takeaway is this is the White Hats call 100% of the time. Thanks to this play, I will now be on high alert for this type of action in the future. What do you think? Do you like the call of intentional grounding, or is it a little too harsh? Do you think the White Hat should have made the call without a conference? Are you like me and think it's a small miracle there was time left on the clock after the spike? If you could ask the football gods for anything, what would it be? Me? I'd ask for a free kick after a fair catch. I really want to see one of those before I hang up my whistle. Maybe I can call the football gods back. They're still in my phone. Oh no, they've changed their number. Man, this happens to me all the time.
Once again, turning nothing into something. Almost had it backwards there. Crestview with the extra point. It is up, and it is good. So, what a way to end a wild first half of football.
Now it's your turn. Please share your wisdom, insights, and experiences in the comments section below. We have the best commenters in the business, so make sure you join the discussion. If you've enjoyed this video, and we hope you did, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Here's the Play.